Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another beautiful section in Mulesoft, and this time the most weighted topic is the Dataweave. So it's an unfortunate that somehow my project got deleted and I had to create a new one. So I've just created a new project called Learn Mulesoft, and I have created a folder called Dataweave. In that I have created a new configuration file called module01, and here, as you have seen already, we will get this guy over here and perform some data weave. Okay, so let's start off. Now, the basic of any programming language is obviously that includes the addition, subtraction. Then it kind of builds up all the other mathematical operations like operands, ternary operator, right operand, left operand, and many more of that. So we will slowly pick up one by one, and then we will try to build our case on getting into more complex transformations, because I don't want to start something big and let the entire audience get confused of what's happening around. So let's start with the basic one. Now now in this bottom panel of your screen, you can see that there is an input section. Metadata, we will talk about it later. I'm not at all going to talk about this at this stage. And then you have the output panel. Okay, and here this is something that we will deal with later. Okay, we'll deal with later. This is where we will be writing our data weave, and the small preview button. So if you click on that, just let me show that. If I just click on that, you'll get something like this. Okay, and now there are different views as well. See, you can switch to this view or this view, or the one that I have right now is this view. Now if you can see here, preview is one of the awesome feature that I've seen in any tool, because in real time it shows how the output would look like. And like, see, whenever you try to write any programming language and you perform some mathematical operation, until you debug or check the logs, you don't understand how the output would look like. But here in the preview, it gives you that flexibility to show how it looks like. Okay, let's start with the basic mathematical operation, which is nothing but the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, which we have already seen it, but still I'm going to anyways talk about it. Okay, now I'm going to shift to this view, so that I'm just shifting all the input and output to the right panel of the screen. That's it. I'm going to shift to this view. That's it. Now here, as I said before, this is the directive part of it. Then the header, the output, and the 3 lines, and then your code, then your actual body. So what is the structure of a data weave? Let's see. Structure of data weave. Dataweave Mulesoft. We'll see that. Okay. Let me try to bring up the documentation, and here let me see where you should have something over here. Okay, I'm going to shift over to Mule for what's new in Dataweave. Dataweave language, quick start, and definitely not here. Okay, let me see. I should be having the information of what it talks. Okay, I think we don't have this. Let me try to bring up the definition part of it. Alright guys, there you go. See here, this is what I was looking for. As I said before, I would rather not prepare the PPT and kind of search like this, because I keep on saying that just preparing the PPT would just mean that copying the information somewhere else and pasting and showing it to you guys, and I prefer not to do that always, because if I show you where to look at it, you know how you can build your own knowledge and skills as you progress further in your career. Now you can see here, architecture of Dataweave. It says that Dataweave consists of header, body, and separated by 3 dashes. The header contains the directives import, which we have not yet seen it. Okay, and it defines the output format of the transformation. Okay, see, output format of the transformation. Okay, cool. Now, and it can also contain variables and functions, which means that anything above here, okay, it can contain import, variable, functions, everything. The body contains the body, okay, the body here, the body contains the expression, okay, expression that produces the resulting output, usually data mapping or data transformation. See, the body, and that's exactly what I've done here. Header separated by 3 dashes and the body. Now here, as you can see, the output is of Java. Now there can be other formats as well. What all formats we have? You can get into CSV. Okay, just let me type it, CSV. See, the moment once you change it, the preview is getting reflected. Yeah, see here, it's getting reflected. Just keep a note of it. Then I can change it to XML. Yeah, come on. Okay, XML. Okay, then I can change it to CSV, XML, Java, which we already had. Okay, and then you can change it to JSON. Okay, see the just look at the preview, it's getting reflected. Okay, and then I can change it to XLSX. This is another format. But ideally, before converting into any format, see, if you have a source and if you have a target, the expected formats, the very generic expected formats are JSON, CSV, flat file, it's a text EDI, or XML, XMLS, okay, or an object. But what is generally preferred in DataWeave is that you always use this DW and see how the output would look like. And once your output is confirmed, then you can change into respective format. See, what does this mean? Let's go back here and say that output application.dw. What does it mean? See here, what does this mean? This is also an interview question. Okay, please remember this. See, MIME type is application/DW. The DataWeave DW format is the canonical format. See, it's a canonical format. It's not a transform format. It's a canonical format. It's a canonical format for all transformations. See this statement, canonical format, which means a very generic format. Okay, a canonical format for all the transformations. God damn, whatever transformations you have, JSON, CSV, XML, text file EDI, Java, it is a canonical format, which means that I hope everyone knows what's a canonical. It's a predefined structure. It's a predefined structure. Say for example, you are working in one of the retail organization. In the retail organization, there is a division where you want to work for shipping entity, which means that all the shipping products that gets shipped from the data warehouse to the customer location, this is called as a shipping module. So an enterprise architect creates a canonical data. It can be either in XML, CSV, sorry, not CSV, XML, or it can be structure of XSD or a JSON. He will create a canonical format, and that format will be used in all the technologies. You take it in .NET, or you implement in Mulesoft, or you implement in Java, whatever it is, whichever technology you are implementing, this canonical format will be taken and it will be imported here, and then from that canonical format they will convert into JSON and many other formats. Okay, so this is called as a canonical, which is a neutral independent format. It has nothing to do with JSON, it has nothing to do with XML, it has nothing to do with XSD. It is a canonical structure, it is a independent format which will be defined at the enterprise level, and it can be used in multiple technologies. In a similar way, when you kind of look at the data Mulesoft, they say that DW is a canonical format. The format can help you understand how input data is interpreted before it transformed into new formats. Here they themselves are saying is that this format can help you to understand how input data is interpreted before it is transformed to a new format. So we are going to look at something like this. I hope that you understood what's a canonical. Okay, if not, I am going to explain again. So just let me draw the diagram again. So maybe that would be a bit helpful. Okay, say you are working on a shipping module. Okay, sorry, I don't know why this came up. Okay, say you are working on a retail division. Okay, retail division, and here, okay, you are working on a retail division, and here in that retail division you are working on a shipping module. Okay, an enterprise architect, an enterprise architect, I say EA, it's not the EA Sports, it's the enterprise architect. He would understand the shipping module and he'll create a data types, a series of data types at org level. Say you are working for a retail company name R1, and he will create data types of shipping module for org1, and data type can be created in any format he likes. It can be either in JSON or XML or XSDs, I don't know, or EDI. He can create in any format, or he can use RAML, or he can use OAS, he can use anything, but he will create an canonical format. Now to implement the shipping module, there might be technologies involved like Java, .NET, or it can be Mulesoft, okay, or it can be web methods. Okay, so this Java, he would implement the billing part of it. This .NET of different technology will be implementing the discount part of it. I'm just making it up, guys, don't take it in a real scenario. This Mulesoft would be performing some data transformation and many more of that. So but all of them belong to shipping module. Let me highlight this. All of them belong to single shipping module. Okay, so whenever they work with billing, they will just import this here. Okay, so they'll just import here. Okay, and then they'll work on it in a similar way. Say if this is JSON, this is CSV, and this is Java, and here in our case it would be DW. So it's a canonical data format. DW, and DW. I hope you understood it now. Okay, so let's go back here, and here we'll start with DW. Okay, now as usual, just look at the preview part of it. I'm going to close this first video by just talking about the addition. Okay, and how are we going to work with the addition operation? So here 2 plus 2. Okay, I'll just going to name it as add. See, can you see the preview here? This is the beauty of it. Okay, now if can I 2 plus 2, okay, comma, subtraction 2 minus 2, okay, comma, see, now multiplication 2 star 2, okay, 4, see, division 45 divided by 98, okay, that's it. Okay, now what else can I think of? Okay, now I can think of let's do one thing. Let's say array add. I'm just making it up, guys. Okay, now here say I'm creating 1 2 3. Can you see? It's an array. See, array. Always remember this. Anything that goes here is an array. Anything that goes in here is an object. This is an object. This is an array. Okay, So 1 2 3. Now if I say minus 1, look at it, see 1 has removed, see 1 has gone. And if I say plus 4, say if I say plus 4, see 2 3 4, 2 3 4. Now if I say I'll add another one, now we are done with array. I will say object add. Okay, we'll say object add and adding an object. Okay, and here we are going to say obj object of 1, and I'm going to say as 1, see object 1, or I can say key 1, key 1, key 2, key 2, key 3. Okay, now you have object 1 2 3. Now I'm going to just say minus, if I say key 1, see it's gone. So this is just the basic of it. Now that's the add, subtract, multiplication, division, array and object. Okay, minus key of 1, remember this. Now if I change it to DW to JSON, just see how it works. See, now this is JSON. Now if I change it to CSV, this will not work. I believe this will not work because CSV should be interpreted in a different way. Now if I say XML, this will also not work because XML always starts with some value, key value pair, something like this. You guys remember this, see? Can you see this beauty of it? I just changed it to XML. XML always starts with the start tag and end tag. Okay, see? The moment once I say XML, this gets converted to this. See? How beautiful is this? Just on the fly, it just shifted from JSON to XML. How cool is this? Okay, so that's the beginning of DataWeave, and in the next video we are going to look more on the operators and operands. So I'm going to stop here, and this module I'm going to rename it. I'm going to give all this information to you guys, export it, and I'll import that into the resource section. Please check it out. And I'm going to say that module 1, I say basic math operations. Okay, so that's about it. See you guys in the next video. Thank you.